So now we're going to factor a trinomial when there is a number in the beginning. This is of the form ax squared plus bx minus c. Where now you have a constant or a coefficient in front of this x squared. So first thing, to split up the coefficient, let's see, we have 3. There's only one way to split up 3. It'll be 3 times 1. But we also know we have to split up the x as well. So that would be x, 3x, and x. That will give us 3x squared. So now our job now is to split up this 8 in a way that at the end you will get a 10. But there's something a little different. So let's first find the factors of that negative 8. So negative 8 can be found in a variety of ways. Okay? So we can have negative 1 and 8, 8 and negative 1. We can have 2 and negative 4, or 4 and negative 2. Can have either way. And that's about it. So these are the factors that we have. So now, what you have to do is actually replace some of those numbers in here, but we're going to use a FOIL method check. All right, so this is more like a trial and error to try to figure this out. So I'm going to start with, so we know that this is negative, so we know this is going to be positive and negative. We know our bigger number would have to be positive in order for us to get a positive answer. So let's test them out. So we can try 8 and 1. So I'll put my 8 over here and I'll put my 1 over here. I'll do the negative 8. Let me see. Fix this here. Negative 8 and 1, because I already have a negative 1 up there. So I did the negative 8 and 1. Let's try that one. So now, to check if this is right, you take the middle term and the outer term. So I'm saying 1 times x, that's x. And then I have negative 8 and positive 3x. So times. Then I have negative, that's 24x. Now, if I were to subtract, remember, because these are different signs, I have to subtract. If I subtract these, will I get a positive 10? No, this gives me a negative 23x. Doesn't work. So now let me try something else. Let me put my 8 right here. 8. And use the negative 1. So I use this one. That one doesn't work. So now I'm using this one. So now if I do that, so I have 8 inner, 8x, outer, negative 1 times negative 3 times positive 3. That's a negative 3x. If I subtract it, 8 minus 3, that's 5x. Doesn't work, doesn't give me that positive. It gives me positive, but it doesn't give me the positive 10 that I need. So that one doesn't work. Okay? So now make a little room here. So we use those already. All set. Let's change these. So now let's use 2 and 4. So I have positive 2, negative 4. So now I have 2 times x. That's 2x. And then negative 4 times 3. That's 12x. So then when I subtract it, 2 minus 12, that's negative 10x. Ooh, so close, so close. So then I have a negative 10x. That one doesn't work. I have a feeling that one's going to be the one. So now let's change them. So now, so let's say I put my negative 2 is right here. Well, I want it to still be 10. All right, that 10 did work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to my positive and this to my negative. Okay, so now my 4 is going to be the positive 1 and my 2 will be the negative 1. Okay, like you said right there, like you said before. So I just changed the signs. You can mess around with the signs as well. It doesn't matter which box they go in. It just matters for your final result. So now negative 2x, and then I get a positive 12x. perfection because negative 2 plus 12 is positive 10. So that's what I needed. So then I end up with 3x minus 2 times x plus 4. All right? And this is exactly what I needed. That didn't work. Bingo. So that's how you actually check your answer as well to get that middle term. And if you did the FOIL method or the multiplication method that I taught you, you actually can get this answer back. So you can check to make sure that you put everything in the right place. Let's make sure you get from here to there. All right?